Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome. You're welcome. Wherever you're watching us from, you're welcome. This is Collins Reality Talk Show. Today with me is my wonderful brother. We are here today to discuss one important topic in Christianity that pastors have always used to scam their members. And what is this topic we want to discuss today is tithing. Tithing, we tag this tithing as a scam format.
419, Bawa.
Fraud.
Bawa.
Fraud.
Anywhere you hear of tithing, Bawa.
Any pastor who told you to pay tithe, run away from that pastor. They are fraud. They are fraud. They are fraud. Even the Bible does not support the today Christian to pay tithe. Now, what is the Bible suggestion about the tithing? Testament, in Leviticus, in Malachi, and other chapters of the Bible that told the people of Israel to pay tithe. To pay tithe. Then, in that their own dispensation, at a particular point in their dispensation, to pay tithe. And the good thing that this tithe is agricultural produce, not monetarily, not fund, not cash. And who are the people that should collect tithe? Are the Levites.
A particular set of people.
A particular clan, group of people in their ward that time called Levites. Why should they collect tithe? According to the scripture, according to that their Bible there, said because they were not allocated any land because they are priests. They don't do any other thing. So this tithe is being brought to them. They take some part and use some part of the destiny to feed people who don't have. Is this somebody will come and read Malachi for you that you should bring tithing in the house of the Lord so that
now fraud be that.
This is fraud. Any man of God who is telling you to pay tithe, run away from that man of God. You rather go and pay tax so that your government will have a lot of money to solve our problems, build road and all that. Take that your tithe to government.
That is it.
We know that the government is corrupt, but it's more better off that you pay tithe to government.
We are the government. Insofar as you are not paying the tax, how are you supporting the government? You are saying the government is bad. The government is bad. You are not paying your tax. Are you not still corrupting the government?
And whether you are using all your whole money to go and give tithe in the church,
paying to the wrong place. You come and pay tithe to the church. Tomorrow you want light in your house. You want a good road. Go to the church now. Ask your pastor to go and walk the road for you with those tithe money he has been collecting from your forefathers till now.
This date.
Because every now and then they have been collecting tithes, telling you one thing or the other.
And nobody is giving you account. No, and one thing I hate about these religious people and these churches is that they are not accountable. They are not transparent. The financial department of churches, as nobody cares. You don't ask these questions. You only go to church and you forget that churches are organized religion. When we mean organized religion, we mean that religion set up by man. God. Not God. God has no religion.
No.
If there's anything you should define as God, if at all it exists, it has no religion.
Let me just ask this one simple question. It's just a little question. Jesus Christ himself, what religion did he worship with? Which religion is Jesus Christ followed?
According to what they said, he should be a Jewish person and he should practice Judaism, right? But then I think they said that he was against the Judaism of it. So which religion did he practice?
You said you are a Christian. You go to church every Sunday.
To pay tithe. If you are paying tithe, if your pastor, Jesus Christ did not pay tithe.
At all.
I have read the Bible, the New Testament, as much as I can.
He has no church.
There's no church. He never owned any church. He never paid any single tithe. Anybody asking you to pay tithe is a fraud. 419.
I should be
arrested.
Held because of that.
Somebody will come and read Malachi for you. A place that he don't even know the context. What we call context is the writer's intention. What made people to come? Aye.
Even though yesterday was that particular.
Yes. But I now man they are doing nile. I got put tithe. We are paying tithe every day. They go church, they pay tithe. It is total fallacy. In reaching them, they use this tithe money to build schools that you cannot attend.
Their private businesses. Look at them owning luxurious cars,
owning beautiful houses, both here and abroad. So you see, tithing is total fraud. And the most funny thing is that even the Israelites then, the people surviving today as the Israel of today, they don't pay tithe. And this was the people who was given the instruction then, the bylaws. There are a lot of these laws in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament.
They don't even believe in what you believe.
There are a lot of these laws in Old Testament, but why did your pastors ignore these laws? Your pastors don't do Passover. Your pastors still build houses with balcony. Your pastors don't preach polygamy. But these laws were stated alongside tithing in the Old Testament.
They are selecting the ones suiting to what they are preaching to.
To serve their interest.
That is just it. Human interest.
The people that were instructed to pay, if there's any people who should be paying tithes now, Israel people, but they understand that this thing happened at a dispensation of time in their history. You understand? And who are the Levites? Who can you even point out today and say, look at you are the Levites? So the structures of the belief pattern and the practices then is not the same structure now. So how can you pay tithes? They don't pay tithes. Rather, they have forgotten what they used to do in Judaism. Translating it to English is almsgiving. They go and give things to people who are less privileged. And that is what you should be doing. Any pastor preaching tithes, either that person is a fraud or the person misinterprets that concept, that pages of the Bible where they were instructed to pay tithes.
You need to go and make more research on the Bible before coming out to preach.
Tithing is fraud. Anybody using tithe to control your mind, telling you that if you don't pay, a lot of them have preached it, that if you don't pay tithe, you go to heaven. One other pastor one time was preaching that if you don't pay tithe, that you can never make heaven. Full stop.
Now,
a very popular pastor.
Pastors are preaching that the amount of
tithe you pay
is the amount of blessing you are going to receive.
Can you imagine? Now, tell me, is there any business success formula that involves paying tithe? You go to school to study business administration. You go to Harvard, you go to Oxford to study business. When you reach there, is there any formula of improving your business that involves tithing? No.
Nobody is going to.
One other pastor one time was preaching about tithe. He said that don't marry a woman or a man that don't pay tithe, that they will bring curse upon your life. Can you imagine? False preaching. False preaching. Can you imagine? When we are talking about these things, we are talking with facts. Go and read about tithing in your Old Testament. And you know one good thing about Christians is that Old Testament, you get as they take the look that Old Testament. They go the Old Testament, they pick some kind of things. They pick things where they want. Now the New Testament, where we say them break up, them focus on. That thing was never mentioned in the New Testament.
Jesus Christ never mentioned.
Jesus Christ never preached tithing. He never collected tithe. He never preached tithing. If I thought tithing was a substantial thing that you would do to attain blessing, I think Jesus Christ himself would have preached it. Maybe possibly they would have recorded it there. But that your Jesus Christ never preached tithing in your New Testament, which is the basics of Pentecostal, this there. You go to Old Testament and pick a particular portion you want. You use it to substantiate your claims of tithe. When they read Malachi for you, is enough for them to convince you.
Please, my brothers, you people should be wise this time. Stop being deceived by this Christian of a thing. Someone will wake up one morning and start telling you to pay tithe to who? Is he paying tithe to who? That person telling
they don't even pay their own tithe. Who are they paying to? Even if they pay to themselves. And there's no transparency on how these tithe funds are being used. A pastor will dig hand in that tithe and pay his girlfriend, use and go and do rubbish things. You don't even know.
Do you know their life behind the camera? Have you taken your
time to
ask this question? Say, this man of God, we have been following,
who wrote the Bible?
His teachings. Do I know how he behaves
behind the camera?
Outside the camera.
Go and read about preaching, about tithing. Agricultural produce was instructed to bring, they should bring into the storehouse of God.
Not even money.
Not even money. Into the storehouse of God.
But nowadays, nobody is preaching, telling you to bring agricultural products.
Nobody's even had it been now they said agricultural, so that if you see in that form now it will improve people going to farm. You know, I would have even okay, let's subscribe to it. But now it is basically money.
Everybody. Because
when you say that they should, because that title in that time will make the people of Israel to farm because they were very, very good in agriculture. Until date, because they still maintain that the agricultural wherever. Go out to Israel, they use mechanized technology and science to improve in agriculture. A land that is as dry as fuck. But you know, when we are saying these things, we know what we are doing. We know what we are saying. These pastors are scam. These men of God are scam. The only thing is that our people have lived in this illusion for a very long time. So they don't know how to come out. When you tell them to come out, they can't. It seems that your womelala they can do banyikuru. Oh, when you are telling people to wake up from these things, they think you are antichrist. Yes, I am an antichrist. Somebody who is against the Christ, your Jesus Christ, that your Roman Jesus Christ, that your made up figure. We are against it. We are preaching against it. Is it because our forefathers we are not able to document our own stories? Had it been our forefathers were able to document the mysteries and their own stories,
viral then.
You would have accepted it also. We they have accepted it also. They will not accept it now. Europeans will not accept our story. They make us look more or less a human, but they are higher human. Stop paying tithe. Stop paying tithe. Stop paying tithe. Stop giving your money to men of God. Use these monies to give to your brothers and your sisters who are suffering. Go and meet people and help them. Stop paying tithe. It's fallacy. Now so you take them for our mouth like this. What you want to tell you? Say tithe na scam. Tithe na scam. Na just scam. When Jesus Christ go not pay tithe. You be Christian, Christ-like, shebi.
But you know they behave like Christ.
No be only.
Brother, subscribe, like and share this video.